On the recent spate of killings in the country has left many bewildered, especially those involving police officers and members of the disciplined forces. The recent case involving a GSU officer attached to a VIP protection in the office of the Interior Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, has left tongues wagging after the officer killed his wife and turned fire on self. Experts in the security sector warn of an increase in these cases of mental health issues if not are addressed. Mwangi Maina now reports.
In a press statement released earlier Wednesday morning by Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutyambai, Police Constable Hudson Wasike, attached to VIP protection at the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, shot and killed his wife before turning the gun on himself, ending both their lives. It is reported that the slain wife, Pauline Wakasa, a traffic police officer based in Kilimani, Nairobi, arrived home and was served supper by her house help when her husband shortly arrived, and the couple started exchanging bitter words where he was accused of infidelity. It is reported that at this point, Constable Hudson Wasike got out of the house briefly, and when he returned, he suddenly drew out his pistol, firing several rounds of ammunition at his wife's chest, killing her instantly, before shooting himself on the chin. 9 spent cartridges were collected from the murder scene. The murder-suicide coming a day after another police constable killed a bar owner in Baringo over a 450 shillings unpaid liquor bill. In light of these events, Baron Adera, a security consultant and ex-Kenya Special Forces officer, says mental health issues, especially in the police service, account for the biggest percentage of these murders. Unfortunately, most of the mental health issues are never realized, and when they are, disaster has already struck.
The whole mountain of mental illness issues, mental health issues revolving around mental health, that potentially are underlying and have not been addressed effectively, and that then come to bear, and present themselves in some of these very rational, happenings that are witnessed amongst the populace, and sadly so within the disciplined forces that are to be treated with enough respect due to the fact that they have added training, so they've been transformed from what we call raw civilian into either military practitioner or a police operative that are supposed to have a level of discipline that's refined beyond the ken of ordinariness or ordinary people.
Adera further says the COVID-19 pandemic has negatively affected the mental well-being of many Kenyans and has exacerbated many societal ills being reported, including murder and homicides.
Things like the protocols that come with the lockdowns or things like that, people are starting to spend a lot more time together. And as I told someone, rather comically, that people are meeting themselves for the very first time in their lives, because most of the time we spend time together with friends, and we are approaching life within that collectivist approach, and we sweep a lot of issues under the rug. But right now, in your own space, in your own house, you're facing your partner and spending a lot more time with them. So if there are things that you'd possibly laugh away and possibly be arrogant about and leave that space and go off for work or things like that, now you are facing those issues head-on.
In regard to the murder-suicide incident involving Matiangi's bodyguard, Adera says it might be a tipping point, and lives of many VIPs, including prominent government officials, might be endangered if mental issues are not addressed holistically among members of the uniformed forces.
If this person got a text message, let's say, or a call from home that, we just saw your wife sneak into someone else's house, and so he suspected that there could be an affair that's going on, and they decided to shoot everybody around them and then shoot themselves, we would be staring in the face of serious catastrophe. Calls us to close scrutiny, or to closely scrutinize issues of the selection that goes behind the identification of these kind of men that are charged with this business.
Adera says creating avenues where Kenyans can articulate their issues and open up about issues tormenting them will be a win in the fight against deteriorating mental health.
As murder cases in the country continue to spike on a daily basis, experts in the security sector opine that mental health issues have not been paid attention to, especially in the police service. Matiang'i Maina, TV 47, Nairobi.
Thank you, Matiang'i Maina.